Yeah. It's a 6. It should be a. Oh, is this the first time going to be the varsity game? Okay, usually the JV plays first, though.
We say good afternoon. Welcome aboard. We are live here at Brown Children's Stadium, ready for T.A. Duggar Junior Cyclone football in the middle school. And so we're glad to have you here. We are going to be bringing you the broadcast coming up here between the T.A. Duggar Cyclones and the Crockett Junior Pioneers here. We welcome you and thank you wherever you may be around the world again on this Tuesday, September the 19th. And so you look at a football team that's 4-1 on the season, and a football team that's been very successful, losing to Fulton 27-0, but then Duggar has reeled off wins against Greenville 22-18. They beat Sevier 32-6. They beat Robinson, the Redskins, 36-8, and they put a 59-6 pounding on Daniel Boone. So this football team was 4-1. They got Crockett tonight, Liberty Bell next week in Johnson City. Then in 2 weeks they come back for 8th grade night. That'll be happening again at the stadium, at Citizens Bank Stadium, the home of the 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclones. So the Crockett the Junior Pioneers, they are to our left. They're in traveling white with old gold numerals trimmed out in black helmets and black bottoms. Of course, the Cyclones to our right, an all black with orange numerals, ready to go for the head football coach. All black, orange numerals trimmed out in white, black helmets. And, of course, the coaching staff ready to roll here and get after it again on this hot and muggy late summer afternoon here. Again in Elizabethton, Tennessee. First day of fall coming up, of course, on Friday, but today it feels like it's in the middle of June or July. It's a pretty hot day out here. Very warm, and, of course, the Cyclones in all black, so I would think they'll be guzzling a lot of water here on the sideline as this thing unfolds. So, quick break. We'll run down the starters for Duggar. We'll do that right after this break. We're live at Brown Children's Stadium. 10-minute quarters here again in this 8th grade game. Again, 8-minute quarters in this 8th grade game. 8-minute quarters. And so we will come back and we will talk about the starters for Duggar next year, live from Brown Children's Stadium. We're bringing you some T.A. Duggar Cyclone middle school football. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Chevy Truck Month, Take 2 at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. The savings and selection of over 600 new Chevys to choose from are at an all-time high. 1500 All-Star Crew, $11,000 off. 1715 All-Star Double Cab, $10,000 off. 18 Equinox LT, $5,000 off. 17 Traction Traverse, $5,000 off. Shop us online 24/7 and remember our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game. Birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back at Brown Children's Stadium, let's run down the entire roster, then we'll circle in on the starters again. And we'll go numerically. Number 4, Bryson Rollins, an 8th grader. Number 6, Jake Roberts, an 8th grader. Nate Stevens, a 7th grader, wears number 7. Jack Ferris, 7th grader, wears number 8. Bryce Van Huss, the backup quarterback, he's an 8th grader, wears number 9. Cade Russell, the 7th grader, wears 10. Dante Ernest, the 8th grader, wears 11. Peyton Van Huss wears number 12, he's an 8th grader. Dawson O'Quinn, 8th grader, wears number 14. Peyton Johnson for Duggar, 7th grader, wears number 15. Sean Smithdill, a 7th grader, wears number 16. 17 is Matthew Tester, 8th grader. 18, the starting quarterback, Dalton Mitchell, a 7th grader. Josh Sweeney, number 19, a 7th grader. Also, you have number 20, number 21, is that correct? And thank you, Jeremiah Clark. Oh, good. Thank you very much. The video looks good and the audio is good. That's what we want. Except I'm old and I can't read this anymore. Number 19, Josh Sweeney, 7th grader. Cordell Canjo, 7th grader, number 21. Clayton Phelan, number 23, he's an 8th grader. Mason Williams, 25, 7th grader. Teddy Orton, 26, 7th grader. 28, Hayden Nave, 7th grader. 29, Alex White, 8th grader. David Crowder wears 30, he's in the 8th grade. Caleb Johnson wears 32, he's in the 8th grade. Blake Stewart, 8th grader, wears number 33. Mason Egoff, number 34, an 8th grader. Ethan Meyer, 8th grader, wears 36 for Duggar. You also have Wesley Shankles, a 7th grader, wears number 40. Cameron Hall wears 44. He is a 7th grader for Duggar. How many kids? I got a ton of them. We just flipped the page. Trenton Taylor, I like that kid. He's got to be good, that last name. He's an 8th grader, wears 48. Connor Johnson, number 50, wears, or is an 8th grader, I should say. Tyrell Johnson, 7th grader, wears 51. Will Taylor, another good one on the team. Taylor, 53, a 7th grader. Cole Blackwell, 8th grader, wears 56. Owen Slagle for Duggar. He's an 8th grader, wears number 58. Gabriel Sexton, number 59. He is a 7th grader. Grayson Hatfield, 8th grader, number 60. Corey Buchanan, 8th grader, 61. Alex Hurley, 7th grader, 66. Reese Kohler, 7th grader, 67. Dylan McDuffie, 7th grader, number 70. Darius Reese, 8th grader, 72. Jacob Whitaker, 7th grader, 73. Kellen Hensley, 7th grader, 54. Jonah Hubbard, 7th grader, 77. Sam Bowers, 7th grader, 78. Jackson Gwynn, 7th grader, 79. Bradley Cannon, 7th grader, wears 80. TJ Little, number 81, an 8th grader. Regan Enzer, 7th grader, 82. Jackson Humphreys, 7th grader, 83. Colby Solomon, a 7th grader for Duggar, wears number 84. Jacob Hart, number 87, is an 8th grader. And the 7th grader, Jacob Shelton, 88. He is a 7th grader, and that comprises the roster for Duggar. Head coach, Johnny Burleson. Assistant coaches, Matt Fox, Travis Smithdill, Mike Hooks, Ryan Witten, Chris Kelly, Brad Kelly, and Justin Gobble. So there you go. That is your roster in its completion and its entirety for the T.A. Duggar Cyclones. Run down the starters for you again. Your quarterback will be Dalton Mitchell, number 18. Let's pull this thing off right here and bring her down to here, and we're going to go, boom, there we go. Quarterback, Dalton Mitchell. Number 18, Bryson Rollins, running back. Cade Russell, running back. Trenton Taylor, slot man. Tight ends, you've got TJ Little. On the offensive line for Duggar, center, Kellen Hensley. Left guard, Owen Slagle. Left tackle, Sam Bowers. Right guard, Grayson Hatfield. Right tackle, Connor Johnson. Wide receivers are Jake Roberts, Dante Ernest, and the backup quarterback is Bryce Van Huss. Other ball carriers, Clayton Phelan, Nate Stevens, and Blake Stewart. Defensively for the Cyclones, your starters, the drop-ins, defensive ends, looks like they run, looks like a 43 defense. Trenton Taylor and Connor Johnson, both 8th graders, are your defensive ends. Sam Bowers, Owen Schlegel are your tackles. Blake Stewart, leading tackler of the team, number 33, again, inside linebacker. Cade Russell, another inside linebacker, 7th grader. Alex White, outside linebacker. They run a 43. Or actually a 44 defense. Matthew Tester and Bryson Rollins are your safeties. Rollins, the 2nd leading tackler of the team. Jake Roberts, again, a corner with 4 INTs this year. And Dante Ernest, 4 interceptions this year and 13 and 3 years at T.A. Duggar. So that's your defense and that's your offense. And so we had the coin toss. We have not had the coin toss yet. So we're about to do that coming up here. And we're going to take a quick break, come right back. We'll get started. It's T.A. Duggar taking on the Crockett Junior Pioneers. We'll do it right after this. We'll come right back and we'll have the kickoff for you here live from Brown Children's Stadium. You're listening to Duggar, T.A. Duggar, and Crockett Middle School Football. I'm Tom Taylor, and you are
Dave Angie.
And we got coming up, it's a really cool, every Thursday, it's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview Show. Get you ready for high school and college football every week. Every Thursday, you're going to be covering what for us?
Be looking at the Big East Conference.
Ooh, that would be Dobbinsville, Science, and all those great football teams in that conference. Doug Fritz will be giving you the rest of the high school football picture every week. Then we got colleges covered. Who are we going to be covering?
We got ETSU. We have Tennessee. We have Virginia Tech.
All those. Carmichael's will be along to give us the big 5 games every week because it is a 5-star football preview show. So hope you'll join us every Thursday right here in the showroom at Champion Chevrolet. Dave and I will be co-hosting the Champion Chevrolet 5-star football preview. And then on top of all that, we're going to have a picking panel where you're going to match us against you and you against us, and I can't wait because they don't have a chance. You're going to go up against us. We're going to pick against you for some really cool prizes, and they don't have a chance, do they?
No chance at all. It's going to be fun times.
Oh, yeah. Putting toe to what?
Toe to the leather, man.
Toe to the leather,
Ready
man.
to go.
Ready to go. Can't wait. Again, join us every Thursday right here. It's a Maiden Voyage Cool Show, co-hosted by Dave Angie and myself. It's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview coming up every Thursday right here from Champion Chevrolet on the Bristol Motor Mile in Johnson City. Can't wait to see you on the show. So we're back live again at, I said Richard Childress, that's NASCAR. Brown Childress Stadium. Hang in, I haven't done a football game in 2 years, so it may be wild and woolly up here, but that's all right. I got John Oakley, we're going to be all right. We got it. We're the dynamic duo, and Steve McCauley's back here as well from the FCA. All right, so Crockett wins the coin toss, and so it'll be kicking left to right for the Duggar Cyclones. Number 16, Sean Smithdale to boom it away. And so the kick, my apology, a little technical snag. Kickoff was kicked it out of bounds. Going to be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Duggar again, and they're all black. And Duggar, all black, orange numerals trimmed in white, black helmets. Kicks out of bounds. 1st and 10, Crockett at the 35-yard line. Here we go. See how this bad boy rolls on the 1st and 10. 35-yard line. Crockett in the gun. Again, we don't have names and numbers. We apologize. He'll tuck it and go. Fumbled football off his right thigh pad, and it's up for grabs. He'll be wrapped up and dropped down to the 35-yard line for no gain. Shotgun snap, dropped and rolled down his right thigh pad, and immediately right there on top of things was 58 for the Owen Schlegel, the defensive tackle, 8th grader, helping to make the stop for Crockett on in essence, a busted play. Shotgun again from the 35, 2nd and 10. Play action, throws out in the flat. It's nearly picked off, caught, but for very little gain on the play. Good defense that time by your defender, number 14, Dawson O'Quinn. Catch made, knocked out of bounds far sideline, and it brings up a third down and about 9. Picked up maybe a yard on the play. Again, the Cyclones losing one time this season to Fulton. They've outscored their opponents 149-65. Toss sweep this way. He's in trouble. Great tackle in the backfield. Coming up to make the stop. Credit Jake Roberts, number 6, making the stop, and number 4, Bryson Rollins, up from his safety position to wrap up the ball carrier, and it's dropped not only for a loss, but back in behind the line of scrimmage. Is going to be 4th and about 11 now for Crockett to punt the football. Back deep for the Cyclones will be Bryson Rollins. Also going back is Cade Russell. Looking into the sun here, Brown Childress, on a hot Tuesday afternoon here. 4th and 11, they'll punt it from their own 34-yard line. Cyclones should have good field position for Duggar to get their first offensive set here. And the punt, and it's going to be taken over the shoulder catch. He'll haul it in at the 40. He'll reverse his field to the 35. Nice tackle back at the 30. He tried to get ahead of steam going east to west. And number 14 for Crockett made a nice stop. Again, we don't have the numbers for those young men, but we can tell you that if you're a mama of number 14 of Crockett, you'll be proud. He made a nice tackle. Over the shoulder catch on the fly by Bryson Rollins. Tried to reverse the field and go east to west to the far side and got wrapped up and dropped at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Cyclones working left to right. Quarterback is Dalton Mitchell. He'll be your man working out of the gun here in this opening set. From the 30, ball in the middle of the field, left to right, they work it here. No score, just got started. First offensive set for the Cyclones, who are 4-1 on the season. He'll hand off, coming up the middle, big hole, nice hole, big belly slide out of the 40, 41-yard line. First down, Elizabethton. Toting the football, Bryson Rollins. Secondary brought him down, but not before he'll advance the football out over the 30, out over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. First down, 12-yard pickup for Bryson Rollins, number 4, the 8th grader. He's got bright orange tennis shoes and orange knee socks up to his kneecaps. Hands it off to him again. He's got some running room. Nice ankle tackle. Had a little opening and then got the door slammed shut. Dropped to the 45-yard line. Tackle made coming to the right side by number 12 for Crockett. And a pickup of about 2 or 3 on the play. 6:34 to go, first quarter. Cyclones on the move here at their own. Mark the football at their 46-yard line. And the cadence by number 18, Dalton Mitchell from Duggar, draws them offside. It is. 5-yard gift for the Cyclones. Puts it down across midfield to the 49-yard line. Work from the near hash mark, left to right. Single setback. Shotgun formation, Mitchell. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Mitchell wants to throw. Dalton pumps once, twice, throws out in the flat. It's caught, cuts up field, and a nice ankle tackle. He could have been off to the races. Nice catch by Jack Ferris, making the catch for the Duggar Cyclones. Ankle tackle made by number, gosh, who is that over there? Their numbers are hard to read, plus I'm old. That's a double whammy. Number 8, yeah, help me. That's it, good John. Make excuses, the old man. That's good. Anyway, the kid made a nice tackle for Crockett. Mitchell, play action, throws over the middle, caught, screen, open, 40, breaks the tackle, penalty flag to the 40, down to the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Catching the ball, Blake Stewart, the 8th grader, the running back, but a flag on the play. Could be, and is, yep. Blocking the back against the Cyclones will bring it back. So Mitchell backpedaled and spotted a little screen pass over the middle and got some running room. Did 33 Blake Stewart, advancing the football down inside the 40 to about the 39, but they'll bring it back on the penalty on the Cyclones. Blocking the back is Elizabeth, and 6:08 to go in the opening period, no score. Crockett virtually in a 3-and-out. Didn't do much at all offensively. Cyclones have got the football and moving it back to the 49.5-yard line of Crockett after the penalty. Single setback and a penalty flag. They'll bring that one back. Saw him kind of stutter step. That would be in Bryson Rollins. He was leaning forwards and kind of just took a little step and in motion to the backfield is what they'll call illegal motion. Another 5-yard penalty against Elizabethton. Out goes Bryson Rollins. In comes Alex White, number 29 for Elizabethton. So this time the penalty back across the midfield stripe and back to the Cyclone 45-yard line. They've shot themselves in the foot here on several occasions here on this opening drive. 5:58 to go, opening stanza, no score. Duggar And the Crockett Pioneers, we're going to do the game coming up in a couple of weeks, 8th grade night at the stadium when they'll host Vance out of Bristol. Single setback. He'll hand off to him up the middle, and he jukes to the side, breaks the tackle, and wrapped up. Handoff was to Cade Russell, the 7th grader. He'll get it to the 45-yard line, not much more. Nice tackle. Call out the number 53 for Crockett. And it brings up a second down. They'll mark the football at about the, 45.5-yard line. Handoff coming this way in the sweep. Cuts back up inside behind his blockers. Gets some running room. Tries to cut to the outside. Is going to be dropped down inside the 50, down to about the 47-yard line. Running back that time was Cade Russell. And so a pickup of about 8 or 9 on the play. And it brings up a third down and call it 2. Cyclones moving the football right unofficially about the 47-yard line of Crockett near hash mark. Dalton Mitchell out of the gun. Play action. Throws a little toss pass. Caught. He'll turn up the field with the first down. He's on his feet to the 30, 45, inside the 45 with the 42-yard line. Catch made over the shoulder. Blake Stewart. Tackle made with the secondary. First down, Duggar. And he is short. My bad. I was looking at the wrong yard marker. Again, it's been 2 years. He is fourth by a long shot. So it's fourth and about 7 or 8. My bad. And so they'll have to punt the football, bottom line. It'll be Bryson Rollins to do it. Good snap back, and he's going to fake it. He's going to run with it. He's going to try and get that first down, and he will. He'll get the first down. He angled towards the near sideline, towards the sticks. Rollins, great presence to keep that and fake the punt, run with the football, and they got the first down. Nice job of Bryson Rollins. Nice call there by the Duggar coaching staff led by head coach Johnny Burleson. So Rollins on the fake punt kept it and advanced the football to the near sideline, right past the sticks he needed to get to, and got the first down. That's a heads-up play by Bryson Rollins. Duggar keeps the football on the fourth down. So now, new set of downs, 1st and 10. They'll mark the football to 35 of Crockett. No score first quarter. Dalton Mitchell, hands off, big hole off the left side, cuts to the outside. Stiff arms man's got some run room to the 20. He'll go to the 15. He'll angle inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Cade Russell, the 7th grader. Nice piece of running, and he'll take it all the way down inside to, without hash marks, we'll mark the football down around the, what do you say, John Oakley? Where do you say it's going to be, Bubba? 12-yard line, 1st and 10. At the 12-yard line, great piece of running that time by Cade Russell. Great blocking up front by the Hogs to get him free. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Cyclones knocking on the door at the 3:35 mark in the first period. From the 12. Long count, play action, crossing pattern, caught. Back up the middle. He's going to go in. Can he go? And he does. Touchdown. Jake Roberts from 12 yards out on the pass. Coming in from Dalton Mitchell. So 6-0 Duggar. Great piece of blocking again. Jake Roberts makes the catch and takes it in from 12 yards out. And they'll go for 2. Handoff up the middle. He plows his way off the left side. Did he get it? He did. Count it. Blake Stewart with a 2-point conversion. 8-0 first quarter. We'll be right back. You are listening to T.A. Duggar Junior Football. I'm Tom Taylor, and you are
Dave Angie.
And we got coming up, it's a really cool, every Thursday, it's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview Show. Get you ready for high school and college football every week. Every Thursday, you're going to be covering what for us?
Be looking at the Big East Conference.
Ooh, that would be Dobbinsville, Science Hill, and all those great football teams in that conference. Doug Fritz will be giving you the rest of the high school football picture every week. Then we got colleges covered. Who are we going to be covering?
We got ETSU. We have Tennessee. We have Virginia Tech.
All those. Carmichael's will be along to give us the big 5 games every week because it is a 5-star football preview show. So hope you'll join us every Thursday right here in the showroom at Champion Chevrolet. Dave and I will be co-hosting the Champion Chevrolet 5-star football preview. And then on top of all that, we're going to have a picking panel where you're going to match us against you and you against us, and I can't wait because they don't have a chance. You're going to go up against us. We're going to pick against you for some really cool prizes, and they don't have a chance, do they?
No chance at all. It's going to be fun times.
Oh, yeah. Putting toe to what?
Toe to the leather, man.
Toe to the leather,
Ready
man.
to go.
Ready to go. Can't wait. Again, join us every Thursday right here. It's a Maiden Voyage Cool Show, co-hosted by Dave Angie and myself. It's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview coming up every Thursday right here from Champion Chevrolet on the Bristol Motor Mile in Johnson City. Can't wait to see you on the show. Smithville on the kickoff for Duggar. Return. Nice return by the Crockett young man out to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Crockett trailing 8-0 first quarter. Again, trying to learn my way here. We will do a game again in 2 weeks, and we'll be a little bit more dialed in here. They show a 5-man front. Quarterback keeper off left side. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down right there. First one to greet him was the big man, number 50. Call out the name of Connor Johnson, the 8th grader, that have defensive end to wrap him up and drop him down about the 48-yard line. Pick up of maybe 2 on the play. No huddle offense. Crockett with a empty backfield out of the gun, working right to left here.
Oh, my bad.
Throw near side screen, caught. Tries to get upfield. A nice tackle again. Open field tackle that time by Alex White.
7, 8.
So White makes a stop. They'll mark the football down inside the 50. They'll mark it right around the 46-yard line. So it brings up a 3rd down at about 6 or 7, and now off the right side, Crockett and the Cajuns jumped offside all over the place. Illegal procedure against the Pioneers. And so they'll mark 5 back down the field about the 41-yard line. And they'll take it back across midfield, and they'll mark it back down to about the 40, to be exact, 47, 48-yard line. Crockett working right to left. No hash marks, a little difficult, but we'll persevere. We'll be all right. Empty backfield, 3 to the far side. And a 3rd down call. Shotgun, he'll roll that way on the keeper. Tries to turn the corner, and he's going to be surrounded by black jerseys. They smother him. They were all over him. Let's see who led the charge for the Duggar Cyclones. Big 48 coming up off the pile. He kind of leads the charge. 48, call out the name of Trenton Taylor. Also 50, Connor Johnson on the play. So they tag team him. 4th down and a bunch. And it looks like they're going for it. Trailing 8-0 here in the first quarter. Clock winding down, 1:44 to go in the period. It's 4th and long from their own 48. They're going for it. Down to the 40 for a first down to Duggar's 40. Is he going to punt? This is going to be a quarterback shotgun formation. He's going to punt. And it'll be a knuckleballer. It's going to bounce and take up into the hands of Rollins. Comes this way. He's got a hit of steam. Rollins looking for a block down the field. He'll cross midfield. He's inside the Crockett territory. Inside the 40. Inside the 40-yard, 45, 40 down to the 38-yard line. Bryson Rollins on the return. And so a great block downfield by number 6 to spring him, Jake Roberts. And Duggar's off and running again. 1st and 10 at about the 38-yard line. Nice run back by Bryson Rollins again here. This kid's been active in the first period. 1st and 10, 38-yard line near hash mark. Dalton Mitchell, your quarterback. 8-0 Duggar on a Jake Roberts 12-yard touchdown pass to Mitchell, and Blake Stewart ran it in for 2 for the 8-0 lead here in the first period. Single setback is Cade Russell, the 7th grader. Mitchell works left to right. In the market from the 38. Hands off left side. Big hole 35. Penalty flags as he jumped on him, did number 90 and literally hog-tied him and rode him down to the turf, but a flag on the play. Original line of scrimmage was the 38. Let's see who's going to be on. They will call holding against the Cyclones. Another penalty here in the first quarter has been costly. 1:10 to go in the first period. 8-0 Duggar here. We're bringing you Duggar Middle School football. The team that's 4-1. This is a biggie, a 15er, of course, and takes it back out over the 45 to about the 48-yard line. 8-0 Duggar. Again, we'll do in 2 weeks. They've got the 8th grade night at the stadium against Vance. We'll come back to that one for you as well. So wherever you may be, thanks for watching, or not watching, but listening. Mitchell, 3-step drop, caught on the flat, quick screen. He's got some running room. He's crossed midfield to the 40. He's dancing to the 35. He's on his feet to the 30. Nice run. Nice catch. Call out the number 11, Dante Ernest, and he takes the football from the 48 all the way down to the Crockett. They'll mark it, let's see, John Oakley, where they're going to go here. Down around the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
18-yard pass play. 1st and 10, Duggar. Far hash mark. Handoff left side, big hole. Cut to the outside. Stiff arms man to the far sideline. Dances and jukes and stays on his feet. Down inside the 30, down inside the 25, down to the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Cade Russell on the carry for Duggar, getting big chunks of real estate here already on this warm afternoon here in Elizabethton. So they'll mark the football down to the 20. Another first down for the Duggar Cyclones on the move here in the closing seconds of the first quarter. Pumps over the middle, in traffic, caught. He rifled it in there, nice catch, and you'll give credit to Dante Ernest again. On a first down call from the 20. See where they rifled it down in triple coverage. Man, what a throw by Dalton Mitchell. And he puts it right in the breadbasket, and it will be a first down around the 10-yard line. First and goal, Cyclones knocking on the door here with 14 seconds in the period. So Mitchell will crank the clock back up, looking into the sun here. Throws this way. Quick hitch to Nate Stevenson. Flags fly all over the place. Let's see. The man in the white hat says the penalty is going to be against Elizabeth, an illegal procedure. So that'll put it back to the, 15-yard line. And the clock, they lost 6 seconds on the clock, so it's 8.8. Duggar, left to right, they work it. Final 6 seconds to go in the period. Can he get a play in? This time, you got a new quarterback. He'll run the ball himself, turns the corner to the 10. He'll be at the 5, jukes the man. He's going to be close as they get in, and he does! Touchdown! Cade Russell from 15 yards out as time expires. So Russell gets a 15-yard gallop. It gives you a 14-0 ball game, and a chance to add to that as the first quarter ended here, and it's all Duggar right now. They are flexing their muscles, man. Their defense is stout, and they've got a lot of gadgets and a lot of weapons offensively. Mitchell, 2-point conversion. In the backfield is Bryson Rollins. Final play of the period. It's all Duggar. Rollins, little razzle-dazzle. Rollins flipped it over to Dante Ernest, who was going to throw it down the field. A little option play and got smeared. Nice job by number 90 by Crockett, and that's your quarter. Obviously 2-point field. We've played one. Your score, T.A. Duggar 14 and Crockett nothing. We'll be right back. You are listening and watching, not watching, I keep saying that because I'm used to my show in the morning, my sports show, but you are listening to T.A. Duggar Cyclone football, 14-0 after one. Duggar's in the lead. Back at Brown Children's Stadium, check this out right here. Tony Briggs won $25 off of me this week because he was the winner of the picking panel. All you got to do is go to TomTaylorSports.com/football, and maybe you'll win $25 if you get the most correct picks. So the picking panel, 5 high school and 5 college games, and we've got it up for you to go to TomTaylorSports.com/football, and the 10 picks are up there for you to go, and good luck. We'll kick it off in this. Start the second period. Short kick, 30-yard line on the fly. Here comes Crockett left to right. He'll bring it up the field to the 35 to the 40, and he breaks outside. Nice run back and finally brought down. Call out the name of Jake Roberts, and also for Elizabeth, or rather for Duggar, Jacob Harden, the 8th grader defensive end, making the stop. Nice run back by 42 for the Crockett Pioneers. So 14-0 first half. Duggar leads it here, a 4-1 football team. And so they will defend. This time Crockett looks into the sun here to the western end of the stadium here at Brown Childress. Split backfield, shotgun formation, left to right from the 48. Handoff up the middle, breaks a tackle, hits a Cyclone, number 33, Blake Stewart, to head on and bulls his way down inside the 50, inside of Duggar territory. Credit number 14 for Crockett. Nice run. So you'll mark the football at the 48-yard line, second down. Toss sweep, 14's got the carry. He'll cross down to the 45-yard line, and he is swarmed and gang tackled, led by number 29, Alex White for Duggar, and also 58 in on the play for the Cyclones. Big 8th grade defensive tackle Owen Schlegel. Third down, the mark it at the 45-yard line. 14-0 Duggar first half. Busted play, quarterback runs for dear life, and it works, got him a first down. He wanted to toss it to the running back who broke in the wrong direction. He went rut row, and this is a self-defense run, and he did a nice job. He takes it from the 45, down inside the 40, down to about the Duggar 36-yard line, first down. Nice run with the Crockett player. Again, we don't have Crockett numbers or names. We apologize for that. But by the time Vance gets here in 2 weeks, we'll have Vance names as well. First and 10, they'll mark the football at the 36-yard line. Handoff left side, 14. 14 down to about the, 35-yard line. In on the play for Duggar, calling out the name of 32, Caleb Johnson, making a stop for the Cyclones. 14-0 Duggar. Clock moving first half, 6:32 to go till halftime. Talk to Steve McCauley from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes coming up at the break, among other folks. Handoff 14, he is swarmed. He has nowhere to go. Cyclones all over him. Leading the charge that time, Cade Russell. Also Blake Stewart on a tag team, and they'll lose yardage back to about the 36-yard line. And timeout Crockett. We're going to keep it right here and remind you about tomorrow's show. We're going to be at Chick-fil-A, the Crossings in North Johnson City. Ready to go tomorrow. Talking, the Bluegrass Half Marathon coming up this weekend on Sunday. And that, of course, will be in Johnson City. She'll be along to talk about that. We'll also have Joe Avento in talking about East Tennessee State Buccaneers sports. Have a big time coming up tomorrow. We'll be live at Chick-fil-A, the Crossings in North Johnson City on show number 598 tomorrow, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. If you've never listened to it and watched it, we're on camera, we're on audio. Give us a listen, give us a watch tomorrow. 11 to 1 at TomTaylorSports.com, or right here where we are here on Facebook, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We would appreciate that. So you'll mark the football after the timeout by Crockett at about the 36-yard line. Brings up a third down and a bunch for the Pioneers, trailing 14-0. Scoring, Duggar, Jake Roberts, a 12-yard pass from Dalton Mitchell, and Blake Stewart's 2-point run. Then Cade Russell came back as time expired in the first period with a 15-yard run. The 2-point conversion failed. 14-0 Duggar. Backs are split, shotgun formation. Again, a third and long from the Duggar 36. Crockett left hash mark. Fakes the handoff, curls down the far side himself, keeps the football, and is smothered at the 30-yard line, far short of the first down. Off the play that time for Duggar, call out the name of 23, Clayton Phelan, the 8th grader. Nice job. Also, Connor Johnson in and around the play, as was Jake Roberts. It's fourth down and long now for Crockett. Fourth and with the football marked at about the 28-yard line. Fourth and a good 5 or 6, they'll go for it. Cyclones want the football back. Handoff up the middle, and he is stonewalled. He'll go nowhere. Call out the name of 32, Caleb Johnson, and 10, Cade Russell. They stuff him at the line of scrimmage, and Duggar takes over on downs, and a great defensive read by the front four there by the Duggar Cyclones. And so it goes the other way, first and 10. Duggar with their backs to the sun now, looking into the scoreboard here at the legendary and historic Brown Childress Stadium. And so the Cyclones will take over on downs. They'll mark the football at their own, 31-yard line. Here come the Cyclones, up 14-0. Throw over the middle, caught, wide open. Nice catch, 40, breaks free and gets out of the 43-yard line. Splits two defenders and a catch made. Call out the name, I should say, number 7, Nate Stevens, a 7th grader. Dalton Mitchell is on it tonight, the quarterback for Duggar. He is pinpoint accuracy. Moves the football out to about the 43-yard line. First down, 12-yard pickup. Handoff up the middle. Rollins cut to the outside. He's got a hole. Penalty flag. They'll bring this one back to the 40. He's down to the Crockett 35. Stiff arms the man out of bounds at the 30-yard line. I'm thinking this is probably going to come back. It may be a hold on Duggar. Let's see. Rollins broke free on a power sweep, and he blocking the back. Cyclones will bring it back. Well, if you're Crockett, you got to be glad that they've had all these penalty bugs. Otherwise, this thing will be real ugly because Duggar, quite frankly, shot themselves in the foot here in the first half with a boatload of penalties. From the 50, they'll mark it back down the field, and they'll take a 15-yard penalty. Puts it back to the, or 10-yard penalty, really, back to the 40-yard line. So the Cyclones near hash mark, right to left at work here, right back to work. Rollins, the single setback, in behind Dalton Mitchell. 14-0 Duggar first half. 3 to the far side. Mitchell hands off to Rollins, cuts outside. He's got a block. He's at the 45. He's in midfield. Rollins stiff arms, man. Another flag. 40, 35, 30. Rollins broke down from behind to the 25-yard line, but I got a sneaking suspicion this one's coming back. Rollins cut outside, and yep, it is against the T.A. Duggar Cyclones. Yet another penalty. 14-0. Clock stops. 5:03 to go to halftime. We'll talk to, yep, he's here. Steve McCauley from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, whose son is one of the managers here on the team. Penalty, walks it back down again after another great run, but Rollins is going to be nullified, and so they'll mark it back down the field. All the way back down to the Cyclone 44-yard line. Penalty was, I think it was a hold, I think. So they'll go back and reset the play from the 44-yard line. 14-0 Duggar. Far hash mark, 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field, 1 to the far side. Got tripped to the near side, single setback. Mitchell works it out of the gun. From the 44, working right to left. Long count, try to pull him off side on the cadence. Dalton Mitchell. Hands off, coming up, big hole, up the middle. He's got some running room. He'll get to the midfield and down to about the 46-yard line. Blake Stewart with a head of steam like a runaway locomotive down to the 46-yard line. Nice run. And a first down for Duggar. Picks up about 11 on the play. Marks the football at the 46-yard line of Crockett. 1st and 10. Closing moments here of the first half. 4:40 to go. Another 3 to the near side, wide side of the field formation. Dalton Mitchell throws out in the flat, wide open, and he threw in behind him. Incomplete pass. He got in behind number 20 on the coverage for Crockett. If Nate Stevens makes that catch on the near sideline, the 7th grader's gone. And Mitchell maybe got a little too big-eyed, threw it just a smidgen behind him, but he was wide open. I would bring that back and run that one again later on in the game because he was wide slap open. 2nd down on the 46-yard line of Crockett. Dalton Mitchell puts a man in motion. Hands it off to him. He'll turn the corner and breaks a tackle to the 45, 40, far sideline, 35, 30, down the far sideline, 25, 20. Stays on his feet inside the 20. That was Dante Ernest. Another big run for the Cyclones. And the first thing I'm looking for is a flag. John Oakley, no flags. Nice run. First down, Duggar. Well, that's a switch. Yeah, really. From the 46 all the way down to mark the football at the, 15-yard line? 31-yard run by Dante on Ernest. So from the 15, 1st and 10. Cyclones knock on the door in the red zone. Mitchell looks, pumps, throws over the middle, and it's nearly, picked off. He juggled it and intercepts the ball. Threw it a smidgen behind him, and it's an interception, and the drive is stalled, and Crockett will take over. However, they'll take over at the 10-yard line. They've not been able to move the football virtually at all here in this ball game, so you would think defensively it'll give the Cyclones a chance to rev their engines and go after him here. Clock stops with the interception. 4:11 to go till halftime. 14-0 Duggar. We'll be back in 2 weeks to bring you the 8th grade game down at the stadium when Vance comes to town out of Bristol, Tennessee. So Crockett looks to the sideline for their instructions from their head coach here on the near side. Tomorrow we'll be live at Chick-fil-A Thursday we'll be live with the show at Champion Chevrolet. Tomorrow, show number 598. Shotgun, Crockett. Running for dear life, wrapped up. He's going to be brought down. Great tackle. He wrapped him up and slung him down to the field like a rag doll. Who got that big sling down tackle? Turn around, youngins. I'll give you proper credit. That would be, I believe, number 10. Credit Cade Russell, only a 7th grader. Big tackle. Forward progress on that play, not much. Second down. 3:45 to go to halftime. Shotgun, Crockett, trailing 14-0. Hand off left side, 14, stood up and buried. He tried to go east to west, and the big man was there and said, nope, we'll have nothing to do with that, and he brings him down. Credit the tackle to Blake Stewart, number 33. On number 14, again, no numbers. We got numbers, no names for the Crockett team, and we apologize for that, but we didn't get them. So the ball spotted at the, 9-yard line. Clock continues to trickle down here at the end of this first half. 3:15 to go. It's third and long Crockett. Duggar wants football back with points to try and add on here before halftime. I formation in behind your QB. Play action. Throws over the middle and threw in behind his intended receiver. Wasn't even close. Looked like a miscommunication, busted play, and so it brings up a 4th down situation, and Duggar's going to get the football in pretty good field position here with about 3 minutes to go to halftime. 7th grade coming up next. 7th grade game, rather. We're going to just do this 8th grade game and may head to Chick-fil-A, throw down some strips or nuggets or maybe a little bit of both. They'll punt the football deep in their own territory, and so he snaps an extra cadence to try and catch him offside. Let's see if he did. He did. He gets a 5-yard gift to Elizabeth, and so it's still going to be 4th and Interstate 26. They got a long way to go. And they're going to try it again here. 4th down and about 5 or 6 yards. He'll step back. He's going to punt the football. Lone man back for the Cyclones is number 6, Jake Roberts. And he'll get the kickoff. It's a twister. Roberts makes the catch on the fly. He's at the 40. Jukes a man to the 35. Breaks another stiff arms. Tackling is buried and smothered at about the, 33-yard line. They'll set up shop there. 1st and 10. Nice open field tackle by Crockett. And again, the numbers are kind of hard to read too. Young man coming off the field made a nice job on the tackle. Turn around, young man. Give you credit. You are 51. Made a nice tackle. Here come the Cyclones with 2:37 to go to halftime with a 14-0 lead. Dalton Mitchell, your QB, and your single setback is Bryson Rollins. Mitchell hands off to Rollins. Rollins cuts between the right guard, right tackle. Jukes 1, jukes 2, gets up inside and breaks it down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. 2:24 to go to the break. Down to the 28-yard line on a 2nd down. Trips to the near side, 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field. Single, empty backfield, 2 to the far side. Shotgun, Mitchell, obviously a passing play. Flushed out of the pocket, running up the middle, and gets stiff arm, breaks a tackle, and stays on his feet, and gets positive yardage. Nice run down to the 25-yard line. Got stood up for a line of scrimmage stoppage and then fell forward. Good presence of mind, keep those legs churning, and Dalton Mitchell picks up 3 tough ones down to the 25-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and about 3 or 4 here. Clock at 1:50 to go to halftime. Mitchell with Cade Russell in the backfield with him here. On a 3rd down call for the Cyclones, leading 14-0. Mitchell throws out in the flat, caught. Wide open and fumbled the football and picks it back up, fumbled again, juggled it. Is it an incomplete pass? Is it a fumble? That's how they rule it. Catch was made and juggled and dropped it again by Dante Ernest. They'll call it a catchable ball. It was a reception. And he'll lose yardage back to the 20, not much, back to the 26, 27-yard line. So a timeout on the field by the Duggar Cyclones. And while he's assessing what they're going to do, let's get him in here real quick. That would be my buddy Steve McCauley from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Well, we got a little quick timeout right here.
Good to see you. How you doing, Tom?
Hello, young man. How are you?
This is a quality press box, and I'm happy to be here in it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Beautiful day.
It is a gorgeous day in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You got a little guy down there being the manager, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of him. That's my youngest son, Daniel. Number 11, number 1 in your heart.
There you go.
And
Your mama's heart, too.
I told him to be up here, and he might get to go on here and say a few words about how it is to be a manager.
He came up and gave me a hug a while ago.
Did he? Okay.
I
told him to come up at halftime, so he may be up here. I told him if he comes up and talks to you, I'll give him $5 for the concession stands.
Hey.
That's more than you make, isn't it?
I talk to him. Will you give me $5 in concession stand? That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to go for it here on a fourth down call. That's Steve McCauley, FCA. We'll have him back on at halftime. Puts them in motion. Here we go. Handoff in the middle. Rollins, big hole, penalty flag. They're going to bring it back. Looks like in the middle of the field maybe a hold. It's typically what you see when it's in that part of the playing field on that fourth down call for Duggar after the timeout. And the man in the white hat will come our way and make the signal. Let's see. Boy, Duggar, they have almost, I would think, John Oakley, as many penalties as they do points. They've had a bunch of penalties there. Oh, boy. So an illegal receiver downfield for the Duggar Cyclones. So the clock stops with 1:23 to go. You're scoring. Jake Roberts, 12-yard catch from Dalton Mitchell. Blake Stewart, 2-point conversion, 8-0 at a 3:21 mark in the period. And the last play of the first quarter, Cade Russell with a 15-yard scamper. 2-point failed, and it's a 14-0 ball game. That's where we are with 1:23 to go until halftime. We're going to be joined by our athletic director coming up at the break. Got all kinds of good things going on. We're going to be talking to Steve McCauley from FCA, and I think Sean Whitten's coming by, the head coach of the Cyclones, to make a cameo. We will come back in 2 weeks and bring you the 8th grade night, at least what they call it, when they take on Vance down at Citizens Bank Stadium. So we'll mark the football again inside the 45 at the 40, about without the hash marks, 42, 43-yard line. Clock stops, 1:23 to go in the break. Duggar going after their 5th win of the season. Their only loss was to Fulton, 27-0. They have outscored their opponents see if I got this right, 149-65. They've beaten Greenville 22-18, Sevier 32-6. Robinson beat the Redskins 36-8 and put a 59-6 whooping on Boone. And they're up 14-0 here. So Crockett's got the football. They'll mark it to their own 43-yard line. They work left to right. Or actually, I'm sorry, Duggar's got the football, and Rollins going to punt it. On the run to the right side, and he, on the fly, kicks it, goes out of bounds, and some of the fans beneath us want roughing the punter. Rollins, pretty big old boy. You're going to have to hit him pretty good to rough him up. He's pretty stout. He's had his meat and taters, and he kicks it on the fly to the far side out of bounds. Crockett will take over. They've had virtually no offense here in the first half, and that's a credit to the Cyclone defense. They have come hammer time so far. Clock, 1:17 to go to the break. Friday night, the big boys, if you will, take their traveling show 6th in the state to the Stone Castle. Remember 2 years ago, that went right down to the last play of the game. It was a barn burner. Last year, Elizabeth got them pretty good here at our place, 51-21. So Sean Whitten and the 6th-ranked Cyclones play this week, then next week a week off before they head off to Union, and then the lads from Greenville come to town October the 13th. Crockett will take over 1st and 10 at their, 27-yard line. Throw over the middle on the slant pattern, deflected, intercepted. Duggar's got the ball on the tip, and now pull down INT. He'll run to the near side. He'll break it down inside the 20, still on his feet going east to west. He's inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. It was tipped, and then Dalton Mitchell, with those good hands of the quarterback back there playing in the defensive secondary, plucked it out of the sky after a tip ball and INT, and the Cyclones are in business. They got it down all the way to the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. So great defensive presence of mind by the Cyclone defensive secondary. So we're down to, 59 seconds to the break. 1st and goal. Duggar facing into the scoreboard here, Brown Childers, with a 14-0 lead, trying to pound the rock and put on points before halftime. Out of the gun, Mitchell with an INT. Actually, Rollins will be your quarterback. He runs to the right side, cuts up inside. He will go in. Does he score? He does! Touchdown, Bryson Rollins. So Rollins takes it in. I saw the line judge signal the touchdown, and they're going to say, yeah, Rollins 10-yard run for the TD. They're going for the 2-point conversion here. Rollins back there by himself and flags everywhere. So Rollins on a quarterback keeper. That's the third quarterback that they've used here in the first half. Cade Russell, Dalton Mitchell, this time Rollins on a quarterback keeper. He guts it up the middle and bangs off 3 receivers and takes it in to Pater for the touchdown. So you make it 20-0. 52 seconds to go to the break. It's a rugby scrum. It's 2-point conversion in. Everybody just loads the wagon and says, we're going to go. Butch Jones should have watched that one right there. That would have worked out of the swamp last week, but that was just power slam football, 2-point conversions in. It was, oh, Butch. So we've got, with time at 52 seconds to go to the break, it's 22-0. Duggar off and running here in a big-time way. Again, they've outscored their opponents coming in 149-65. The most points they've given up in this season has been Fulton with 27, but since then they've given Greenville allowed only 18, only 6 points to Sevier, which feeds in, of course, to Dobbins Minute. They've given up 8 to Robinson that feeds into DB, and they've given up only 6 points to Boone and are working on a shutout here. All right, John, I'm getting old. Is that a 22 or a 50? 22. 22 seconds to the break. So, again, Rollins, I'm not sure who got the 2-point conversion. I'm just going to say team, because they just loaded the wagons and powered it in for the 2-point conversion. 22-0 Duggar here with 22 seconds to go to the break. And the kick by Dawson O'Quinn on the fly, taken to the 30. Crockett to the 35. Stiff arms man to the 40. Up the middle of the field. Nice run back. He'll take it to the 15 across midfield into Duggar territory. And once again on special teams, call out the name of Jacob Harden, the 8th grader. Making a great tackle and open field tackle on special teams, which is not easy to do. And so Crockett has, 15 seconds to work on here. So, 48-yard line Crockett of the Duggar Cyclones with a few ticks left here in the first half. 7th grade game to follow here. We're just bringing the 8th grade game today. Again, you're listening to T.A. Duggar. You see on the screen. Actually, I don't have it on the screen. T.A. Duggar and Crockett Middle School football. Toss sweep near side. He's in trouble. Hemming back inside. Oh, he got leveled. He came upfield, had no choice. He had to run into the big number 10. The number 10 dropped him like a sack of taters. Cade Russell, nice run and a nice tackle by Cade Russell. So line of scrimmage to the 48. They'll advance the football down to about the 46. Picks up about 2. Closing seconds of the first half here. Crockett, hands off left side. He's going to be wrapped up, and guess who? Big man's got him and just bear hugged him and threw him down. Connor Johnson, the 8th grader. Ball carrier got the ball, number 15, at about the 45, and Johnson would have nothing of that, and that will signal the end of the first half of this football game. It is all Duggar. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. And at the break, T.A. Duggar, the Cyclones, in total command of this football game. They lead here at the break, 22-0. We'll come back from Brown Children's Stadium. You're listening to T.A. Duggar Cyclone Football.
Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Chevy Truck Month, Take 2 at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. The savings and selection of over 600 new Chevys to choose from are at an all-time high. 1500 All-Star Crew, $11,000 off. 1715 All-Star Double Cab, $10,000 off. 18 Equinox LT, $5,000 off. 17 Traction Traverse, $5,000 off. Shop us online 24/7 and remember our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back at halftime, it is 22-0 Duggars. Recap the scoring again. 3:21 to go in the opening period. Jake Roberts, 12-yard pass, and Dalton Mitchell, 6-0. Blake Stewart rumbles in the two-point conversion, 8-0. Then you have right before the end of the first period, Cade Russell, the second quarterback used so far in the ballgame at that point. 15-yard quarterback keeper, 2-point failed into the first quarter, 14-0. And after an interception set it up, a Bryson Rollins 10-yard quarterback keeper run. Team 2-point conversion, halftime 22-0 Duggar on their way to their 5th win of the season. We're joined by the athletic director and assistant principal here at Duggar. Come right here and stand behind me, big guy, so we can see you on camera. There he is, Jason Carter. How you doing, sir?
Doing well. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, this is awesome coming up here. Now, are you the same Jason Carter that played football back in the day and was All-State?
I am.
That's
been
what I thought.
A long time ago, but that is me.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
correct.
Oh, yeah.
Time flies,
when you're having fun, yeah.
That's right.
As the AD here at TA Duggar, let's talk about this. We were talking off air. How many kids are involved in this school in either the band or athletics? It's phenomenal.
Well, right now, we have close to 600 kids enrolled at our school. And roughly between band and football, we have roughly 500 of those kids involved. We have roughly 250 athletes, and we have close to 250 kids involved in our band. So we feel very fortunate that we have so many kids involved in extracurricular activities here. And, you know, counting other clubs, we have almost the entire student body involved in something. We're pretty proud of that.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your sports here in the fall at TA Duggar. How many sports you got?
Well, right now what we have going on, obviously we have football. We also have girls soccer. We have volleyball. And we have cross country going on right now. And obviously most of the sports are winding down. All of our sports are doing really well, but we're pretty proud of competing the way we do in a conference that we play in, you know, with Kingsport, Bristol, Johnson City, Greenville. We're always competitive, and we're pretty proud of that, but we're getting ready to roll into our winter sports, which are basketball and wrestling. So again, it's winding down, but the next sport is starting up right afterwards.
You got it. And again, you have sports for both the guys and the ladies, right?
That is correct. Again, out of the 250 athletes that I mentioned a minute ago, realistically, it's about 50-50 as far as girls and boys here that participate. So we're pretty proud of that we have as many girls playing as we do boys.
By the way, this will be archived. This game will be where you can go back and listen to it in its entirety. Of course, we're on the screen now, but you'll be able to go back and watch and listen to this game. Anybody can. It'll be archived as soon as the game's over. You can go back and enjoy it. So you've got Liberty Bell next week in Johnson City. Then you come back to the Citizens Bank, the big stadium, to wrap it up, right?
That is correct. Our last game will be against Vance, and that'll be our 8th grade night. We'll also have the band there again that night. So it's a good way to end the season, and hopefully we can end on a positive note. So it's been a good season so far, no matter what.
I want to say thanks to you because this is our first foray into middle school football over here, and you made us got the stats and the rosters and all that. So this is a cool experience, and I've enjoyed the opportunity of promoting these young men out here.
Well, again, we appreciate you coming tonight, and we hope that we do it again real soon.
Yeah, we're going to do it in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
Against Vance.
Sounds good.
So, what's your biggest thrill playing Cyclone football since you were All-Stater? Give me a big memory for you.
Well, I know for me, I know that my senior year we played against South last game of the season, and probably literally one of my last plays of my career was an interception. And I made a bunch of interceptions in my career. I was a defensive player, but that was probably the one I'll remember because that was literally my last play of my career. So pretty happy about that, but I played with a lot of good players, and what's cool about it is a lot of the people that I played with, their kids are out here playing right now.
Absolutely.
And that's really neat to see your classmates and their children coming up, and it's really neat experience.
Assistant Principal and Athletic Director Jason Carter, give me some taters.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Good man right there. Enjoy it. Steve McCauley, where are you? Let's get you in here real quick.
Yes,
come on in here.
Daniel on there?
Yeah, Daniel, come in here. Daniel is come over here and get real close. We can get you on the screen, big guy. Daniel, let's see. Get you right. There you go. There's my man, Daniel. So you're one of the managers on the football team, right?
Yes.
All right. Tell me what happens as a manager. What are some of your responsibilities?
My responsibility is filling up the cow and wrapping up the players before the game.
Yeah, wrapping them up. You mean wrap their ankles and all that, right?
Well,
Put tape on them. Yeah.
No, I mean prepping them.
Oh, prepping. I thought you said wrapping them. I'm sorry. Prepping them, getting ready, getting them fired up for Cyclone football. So you pretty excited about this score, 22-0? All right. I know duty calls. Look in there and say, hi, Mama.
Hey, Mom.
Mom will be watching this after a while, so you got to score brownies with Mama. Always. Remember this, Daniel. Always make your Mama happy. It always works. I promise you.
Yeah, look in the camera and say, love you, Mom, like the pros do.
I love you, Mom.
Yeah. Give me some taters. There you go.
Right.
He's going back down on the field. Good job.
See you, buddy. Love you.
Steve McCauley,
Nice work.
before we get started in the second half, tell me about the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, would you please?
Awesome stuff. The influence that Coach Carter talked about of the generational stuff, we're doing that spiritually. We're doing that with God's Word. I know you dedicate every show to the Lord, the man who hung on the cross. It's the greatest exchange, our unrighteousness, our filthy rags for His righteousness, and that's what we get that across to the kids and with God's game Bibles. We get it to them with sending them to camps, huddles. We've got huddles sprouting up all over the area here in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. Just really good stuff, good opportunities, and we're kicking off ETSU's FCA this Friday at 5:30. So if anybody's college age and around ETSU and they want to come, we're going to be at Knighton's Pizza at 5:30, and then we'll be done in time to get to the high school games. That's no problem. So
It's awesome.
to it. We're also starting to plan our banquet, so hopefully you can come to that. October 17th, Brittany Ezel, head coach, women's basketball at ETSU. Before you know it, we'll be into basketball.
I know.
And,
We're 96 days away from Christmas.
It's crazy.
So
Don't even, I've got 95 days before I have to
start shopping. Somehow I knew that. You're a Christmas Eve guy, aren't you? Yeah, somehow I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a blessing. So we inject the Lord into sports. That's what we've been doing for over 60 years. Not me, but our organization, and I've been blessed to be part of it for 13 years now. And it's great to watch these kids. They all have hearts and souls and spirits, and we want to get to that as much as the coaches do what they do with the athleticism and the physical. That's great. We don't want to try and tell them how to coach, but we want to make sure these kids get on the right path of life.
There you go. Getting ready to start the second half, my friend. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep. That's our buddy Steve McCauley again from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So we're getting ready to start this second half. By the way, I do want to send a shout out to Pantene Beautiful Links. The old hair I got going here, we're growing this to get it cut off and give it to cancer patients. So folks say, are you an old cowboy, an old hippie? Not really. I'm growing this to, again, give this to folks with PanteneBeautifulLinks.com to grow the hair for, again, folks, ladies are going through chemo and radiation for cancer treatment. So that's why we're doing this. So just a quick plug for PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. All right, second half underway, and it's down by T.A. Duggar, and they're in total control of this football game. And so let's crank this thing back up, and thanks to Steve McCauley and also the athletic director, Jason Carter, coming by. We start the second half here. Sun begins to set here in Elizabethton. And so they'll mark the football. 1st and 10, Crockett, or check that, Elizabethton has the football at the 43-yard line. So Duggar with a 22-0 third quarter lead here, trying to add to that. This kid at quarterback, something special. Dalton Mitchell, he can sling it. Single setback, Rollins, he'll get the handoff. Coming off left side, big hole. He'll cut to the near side, he's got running room. Rollins may be gone. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. See ya. Touchdown, Cyclones. A 57-yard run by Bryson Rollins to start the second half, and what a way to get it going. Rollins' second touchdown. And no disrespect to Bryson Rollins, but I could have run through those holes. Big holes by the offensive line up front. They were huge, and so Rollins a 57-yard run, and it's now a 28-0 football game. So T.A. Duggar off and running again for win number 5 of this 2017 season. 2-point conversion. Mitchell hands off to his man, tries to break up middle, and he's going to be ankle tackled and breaks free and scores. Cade Russell. I would be willing to bet he's kin some way to Corey Russell. That's what I figured. Put that one together pretty quick because I can see how he runs like his older brother. Cade Russell, 2-point run, and it's a 30-0 football game here in the third quarter. And so Crockett will get the kick and try and get something going offensively here because it's been all T.A. Duggar to this point of the ball game. Again, Jake Roberts, touchdown catch from Mitchell. Stewart, a 2-point conversion. Cade Russell, 15-yard run at the end of the first period. 2-point failed. An interception set up the next one. Rollins, a 10-yard run. Team 2-point conversion right before halftime, 22-0. Halftime score 22-zip. And Duggar gets virtually the first play from scrimmage. Bryson Rollins, a 57-yard run. Cade Russell, 2-point conversion. It is 30-0. Duggar. Next week, they'll be at Johnson City to battle Liberty Bell, then back here in Elizabethton 2 weeks from tonight, taking on Vance, 8th grade night. So you have the kickoff team going right to left here. Backs to the sun here, kicking right to left, kicking into the stadium, or rather into the scoreboard, into the stadium, rather. There's your kick. That would be by Sean Smithdale. Crockett over the shoulder catch on the fly, 25. Up the field to the 30. Gets outside and's got head on with Dante Ernest and drops him at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10.
I'm still here.
1st and 10. Actually, they'll mark the football at about the 37. Crockett trying to get something going here. It is all Cyclones. Orange and black strong here, 30-0. By the way, a big tip of the cap to Perry Ellett and the Betsy Band playing with the University of Tennessee Pride of the Southland Band this coming Saturday down at Neyland Stadium. Throws out in the flat and kind of a wounded duck. Did he dive back? He did. Nope. Said he trapped the ball incomplete. Quarterback under pressure. Connor Johnson back there putting the heat on him. He had to roll to his far side and unload a little too soon. And one hopped it out to his intended receiver, incomplete at the 40-yard line, 2nd down. 7:31 to go. Third quarter. I would assume in middle school there's also a running clock. Is that right, John? After 35 points?
So, yes.
Yeah. Crockett, 2nd down. Working left, right, looking into the sun. Pumps, throws out in the flat. Got a man behind him. Caught. He gets into the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Crockett. So the touchdown's called back. And that was a thing of beauty. Over the shoulder grab, he had burnt Jake Roberts, but they're going to call it back chop block against Crockett. So they'll bring it back. So Bryson Rollins, 57-yard run to start the second half. 2-point conversion by Cade Russell. It is 30-0 Duggar with 7:17 to go in the third period. I just looked down and noticed for whatever reason the microphone was off, and I apologize, but it's back on. Penalty against Crockett will put it all the way back down to the 26-yard line. So Crockett tries to do it again. I'm not so sure I wouldn't come back and try the same thing. It worked once. Shotgun formation, hands off, and he'll get nothing. Big 48 pounced on him and buried him. They came up the field. Credit 48, Trenton Taylor, 8th grader, defensive end. He came up the middle of the field, and Big Trenton said, nope, you ain't going any further, and dropped him. Ball at the 20, maybe 1-yard pickup on the play, 27-yard line. Third quarter, 30-0 Duggar. Play action. Quarterback throws out in the flat. It's a wounded duck diving for it. And did he make it? He did not. Dove for it. The INT, and Cade Russell couldn't come up with it. Quarterback got nailed as Johnson and Taylor got in there in a bull rush and dropped him. He unloaded the ball, and it was a dying quail diving for it. Cade Russell couldn't come up with it. Brings up a 4th down situation and a bunch. First down will be all the way out to the 47-yard line of Crockett. So they need about 20 yards to get a first down, and so 4th down it is. And offside, Caleb Johnson, the 8th grader for Duggar. Was he pulled off? Did he do it of his own accord? Nope. Official marking 5 against the Cyclones. He did it on his own. So 4th and about 15 now. Clock at 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Crockett trying to get him off, get the defense offside again, jumping on the cadence. This time they stay put, working out of the gun. On a 4th down, a quick kick down the middle. It's going to bounce around. It's going to be a playable ball. Rollins will let it be down, and they do at about the 47-yard line. Duggar takes over their own 47-yard line, leading 30-0 here in the third period. Big thanks again to our halftime guests, Steve McCauley and Daniel, from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and also the assistant principal and athletic director, Jason Carter, former all-state football player for the Cyclones back in the day. Did he? You're right, he did. Mitchell, empty backfield, starting from the 47-yard line. Right to left they work it. Sun setting here. Mitchell, he'll keep it. Dalton turns the corner on the keeper. He'll crack midfield down to the 49-yard line. Nice tackle on Dalton Mitchell. And let's call out that young man's name again. The number's tough to see, and it looks like 52 made the tackle. Marks the football, cross midfield, pick up a 4 on the play, down to the 49-yard line. Clock at 6:08 to go in the third. It is 30-0 Duggar. 49-yard line. Back there with him will be your single setback Blake Stewart. New quarterback looks like it's Bryce Van Huss, the 8th grader. Pumps, throws this side, caught. Screen pass, Stevens. Near side's got a spring block. He's off to the races. Stevens out of their sideline. They're not going to catch him. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Duggar. Holy smokes, a 49-yard pass play from Van Huss to Nate Stevens. So Nate Stevens, a 49-yard screen pass, great blocking downfield, a pass from Van Huss, the backup quarterback. That makes it 36-0. So that means your running clock will very much be in effect here for the rest of the ball game. Van Huss again checking to the near side, and Clayton Phelan back there with him. So some of the regulars being pulled here. Long look at the sideline. 5:26 to go in the third. Out of the gun. Van Huss will hand off to Phelan. Phelan up the middle, dragging bodies to get in. He does. Phelan gets the 2-point run. So Clayton Phelan, 2-point run, and it's all Duggar now. It's big time. It's been all Duggar the whole ball game. 38-0 Cyclones. Their biggest outpoint of the season has been Daniel Boone with 59 points. They're on their way at 38-0 at the 5:26 mark to go in the third quarter. So Nate Stevens, 49-yard pass from Bryce Van Huss. Stevens, only a 7th grader. He's back next year. So you've had Cyclones in the scoring plays: Roberts, Stewart, Russell, Rollins, Phelan, Stevens. 6 different Cyclones have scored here in this football game so far. So with 5:26 to go in the third, and they'll start the clock, and I would assume, John, it'll be a running clock from Jason. Around the 20-yard line. Crockett has finally smothered it about the 18-yard line. That went over top of all the receivers. And so the clock is running, 36-0. Running clock for the rest of the ball game here. So we start at the 20-yard line, do the Crockett Junior Pioneers here, trailing 36-0 third quarter. Some new faces in for Duggar. We'll announce them as it happens. Out of the shotgun, Crockett working left to right here. Looks out in the flat, pumps, throws, and overshot his receiver, who went in on a curl route and shot it over his head, incomplete. In the vicinity, 14, Dawson O'Quinn was around there. Incomplete. The clock continues to run here. So 6 different Cyclones have scored here in this football game, and it's been a very strong performance by the T.A. Duggar Cyclones here this afternoon. Second down. Single sit back, working out of the gun as he has the entire game. Pumps once, throws out in the flat, and it's intercepted by the Elizabethton Cyclones. Teddy Orton with an interception. Check that, 36. That'll be Ethan Meyer with the INT. So Ethan Meyer with an interception, and so that sets it up again now for the Duggar Cyclones. Deep in Crockett territory, they'll mark the football with the interception at about the, I want to say 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Duggar. Clock moving here. 3.5 to play in a running clock, third quarter. Bryce Van Huss, looks like Dalton Mitchell's done for this evening, and a timeout is called. And we're going to keep it right here and tell you about how you can win tickets to Charlotte Motor Speedway. There it is, Drive for the Cure 300 on October the 7th. We're giving away tickets to the Bank of America 500 on October the 8th. All you have to do to win is go to TomTaylorSports.com/contest. We're giving away multiple pairs of tickets, and we'll give those away coming up Monday, October the 2nd. Also, while we're telling you can win things, how about this? Check out week number 3, Tony Briggs from Watauga. He's part of the Cyclone Touchdown Club. He won last week, won $25. Week number 2, Tracy Clark from Kingsport. Week number 1, Eugene Jeffers of Greenville. TomTaylorSports.com/football. It's the picking panel. And all you've got to do is pick who you think's going to win. There's 5 high school and 5 college, and first name, last name, town you're from, and an email address. So when you win, we can get a hold of you. 16-yard line, here we go. 1st and 10, Cyclones. Van Huss throws out in the flat, caught. Big man's got the ball. Big tight end. He goes towards the far side of the 5-yard line and bounced out of bounds at about the 3. Catch made as The big man, Trenton Taylor, the tight end, makes the catch from Van Huss. Advances the football from the 16 down to, let's see where they're going to mark the football. They'll mark it at about the 1 yard line. So a 15-yard pass play from Van Huss to Trenton Taylor. First and goal from the 1. Butch Jones, watch how this happens here, because you didn't get it done Saturday. Check this out. Handoff and wrapped up. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet. And nice job of Crockett to bring him down for a loss in the play. Running back is Teddy Orton, the 7th grader. He is smothered out to about the 10-yard line. Loses 9 on the play. Clock at 2:25 to go in the third. 36-0 Duggar. Man, everywhere I go, they are on Butch Jones. And quite frankly, deservedly so. There was some really football 101, as I heard a guy tell me today at my show. Another guy said it was a coaching malpractice, what we saw. Van Huss, empty backfield, runs that way. He'll cut outside. Nice spring block. It's going to be a hold to bring it back. He'll score, but I think there's a penalty flag. It's going to be assessed against number 26. Teddy Orton saw it from here on a hold, and they're going to bring it back. It was basic football, what you wanted to see in the swamp, and you didn't get it. Anyway, that's behind them. They got to take on UMass, which is the worst team in Division I football, 0-4. Statistically speaking, they're the worst team. A hold, we saw it from up here develop. It's against the Cyclones. We're down to a minute 25 to go on the running clock, third quarter. So Van Huss and the rest of the Cyclones, with the penalty, puts the football back to the 15-yard line. And to be official, make it the 16 with a 15-yard penalty. The nose of the football right at the 16. Van Huss, single setback. Van Huss, your backup quarterback. Hands off and breaks one tackle. The ankle tackle there, and that would be Clayton Phelan with the tackle. Credit big 90 making a stop for Crockett. Again, I wish I had names for these young men, but we don't. But we will for the Vance game. The ball spotted at the 16-yard line. They lose a yard. Third down. 22 seconds to go in the third. Handoff coming off left side. Big hole. Phelan spins his way down inside. He'll crank it down to about the 10-yard line. So Phelan came off the line working off left side. Got himself about 5 hard punishing yards. Brings up a fourth down situation. And the clock's probably going to just run down and wrap up this third quarter here. On a running clock, 10 seconds. And both teams are heading to their respective benches. That's exactly what's going to happen. So 3 in the books. We'll come right back. We'll bring you the fourth quarter. It's all Duggar after 3, 38-0. You're listening to T.A. Duggar, Cyclone Football. I'm Tom Taylor. You are
Dave Angie.
And we got coming up, it's a really cool, every Thursday, it's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview Show. Get you ready for high school and college football every week. Every Thursday, you're going to be covering what for us?
Be looking at the Big East Conference.
Ooh, that would be Dobbinsman, Science, and all those great football teams in that conference. Doug Fritz will be giving you the rest of the high school football picture every week. Then we got colleges covered. Who are we going to be covering?
We got ETSU. We have Tennessee. We have Virginia Tech.
All those. Carmichael's will be along to give us the big 5 games every week because it is a 5-star football preview show. So hope you'll join us every Thursday right here in the showroom at Champion Chevrolet. Dave and I will be co-hosting the Champion Chevrolet 5-star football preview. And then on top of all that, we're going to have a picking panel where you're going to match us against you and you against us, and I can't wait because they don't have a chance. You're going to go up against us. We're going to pick against you for some really cool prizes, and they don't have a chance, do they?
No chance at all. It's going to be fun times.
Oh, yeah. Putting toe to what?
Toe to the leather, man.
Toe to the leather,
Ready
man.
to go.
Ready to go. Can't wait. Again, join us every Thursday right here. It's a Maiden Voyage Cool Show, co-hosted by Dave Angie and myself. It's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview coming up every Thursday right here from Champion Chevrolet on the Bristol Motor Mile in Johnson City. Can't wait to see you on the show. Duggar leads this thing 38-0. And so the Cyclones of Johnny Burleson obviously well on their way to a big win here this evening. Some of the fans hitting with the exits, man. You don't want to leave when you're up 38-0. You enjoy that. You savor this one. A big crowd in here tonight for a middle school football game. It's impressive. Elizabeth, good grief. It's like a high school crowd. Some high schools wish they could have this kind of a crowd. Crockett takes over on possession, trailing 38-0 in the ball game and running clock in the fourth quarter. Single setback. He'll pump, throw out in the flat. Cott comes up the field. He's going to be swarmed by black jerseyed Cyclones and ran out of bounds on the near sideline here. Actually, keep him in bounds. He had all but part of his body out of bounds, but keep him in bounds, and so that will push the football out to about the 15-yard line. Tackle made by 28, call out Hayden Nave on the tackle, and also for Duggar, 84, Cody Solomon, the 7th grader. A lot of young'uns getting in here with a big win tonight. Play action, number 3 throws out in the flat, deflected, and did he come up with an interception? And he did not. He dove for it, looked like he did. Dawson O'Quinn off the ricocheted shoulder pad of the Crockett receiver. O'Quinn dove for it, couldn't come up with it. Tough break. Dawson was there, but just couldn't make the catch and pull it in. It's incomplete. Clock with 5:55 to go in the ball game. We'll rejoin you in 2 weeks down at the stadium where the big boys play, and Cyclones will take on Vance. We may get a wild here and call both of those games. This is a lot of fun. Crockett, quarterback in trouble. Tucson runs up the field. He's going to be met and brought down, and a punishing hit by the Duggar T.J. Little, the 8th grader. Number 81, also in and around the play, was 32, Caleb Johnson. And so he gets the football out to, he'll advance it to the 25-yard line, but he paid for it. Moving the chains, first down on the second team D, and in some cases, third team defense now. As I said, he got those yardage, but he paid for it. 1st and 10, Crockett, trying to avoid a shutout here in the closing moments of a running clock. From their 25-yard line, single setback, 3-step drop, throws out in the flat, slant pattern, caught. He held on to what he did. Nice catch. Tackle made immediately by 17, Matthew Tester, the 8th grader. Catch made by Crockett's number 12. They'll move the chains, move the sticks, push it out over the football now to the 32-yard line. A 2nd down and 4 now. Pick up a 6 on the pass play. 3-step drop, throws the ball down to the near sideline. It's going to be incomplete. Out there defending was Jake Roberts. Number 11 on the sideline route was the man, and he got some air under that ball way down the field, but it's incomplete. 4:15 to go in the ball game, clock rolling. 36-0 Duggar. In this game is going to be archived, where you can go back and listen to it at your convenience. Third down, Crockett. Single setback. Hands off him off right side. Pretty good hole. He'll drag folks up the field to the 35, 40, 42-yard line. Picks up about 10 yards on the play. Should move the chains. It does for a first down. Making the stop for Duggar. Looks like 87 again. Call out his number. He's been active tonight. Jacob Harden, the 8th grader defensive end. First down, Crockett. 3-step drop, throws over the middle, caught and dropped. He was in the vicinity. He was wide open. In and around 3 Cyclones, but dropped the football. That was number 20 for Crockett, and it brings up a 2nd down. 3:13 to go in the ball game. Ball is setting on the 43-yard line. Toss sweep far side. Turns the corner, number 14. Head of steam, 45. Cuts midfield to 50. 45. One man to beat. They're not going to catch him. He may go. Number 12 is the only one to catch up to him, and he will not. Touchdown, Crockett. Nice run by the Pioneers. So Dawson O'Quinn, or check that, it was Peyton Van Huss. The only man could catch him and did not. Touchdown run. Nice job by number 14 for Crockett. I got that as a 57-yard run. They'll obviously go for 2 here. 36-6 now. Quarterback in trouble, throws out in the end zone, and incomplete and double coverage. Leaping for it and coming up with it, trying to, could not. Defensively call out the name of number 27. I don't have a 27 on the roster. And also another young man trotting on the far side in double coverage. Did a nice job defending the 2-point conversion pass, which fell incomplete. That'll be number 8, Jack Ferris, the 7th grader. So we stop the clock with 2:49 to go in the ball game. It's all Duggar, 36-6. So the Cyclones about to improve themselves here on the season to 5-1. And they'll take their traveling show on the road next week. They'll be at Liberty Bell. Tell you what, I don't know what Liberty Bell's got, but I can tell you this. Watching this team for the first time, Duggar's got them a good football team. Keep this kid's name in the back of your mind, Dalton Mitchell, the quarterback. He's only a 7th grader. He's back next year, but and of course, Cade Russell, that's Corey's little brother. Enough said, he's only a 7th grader. So things, I guess we'd say back home, horses are in the barn for Elizabeth football for a couple of years. Crockett on the scoreboard. Credit these kids, they didn't quit down 36-0. They found a way to get on the scoreboard. That tells me they got some intestinal fortitude. Short kick, bounced up. Rollins has got it. He'll run to the 35, up the near side line to the 40, 41, 42, 43-yard line, out to about, they'll finally stop him at about the 44. Bryson Rollins on the kick return for the Duggar Cyclones. Number 50 makes a stop for Crockett. So 2:38 to go in this one. Our only game here at Brown Children's Stadium. It'll our next and final football game of the year. We'll take it 2 weeks down the road to Citizens Bank Stadium on the turf where the Cyclones play and where they don't lose often. So Van Huss, backup quarterback, the 8th grader, starts this offense from the 44. Hands off, big hole, left side, breaks free, breaks another tackle, penalty flag, breaks another tackle, run east to west, and finally brought down. Nice run by Sean Smithdale, the 7th grader. Worked off left guard, left tackle, then went east to west to the far side and kept bouncing off tacklers and finally got brought down. But a flag on the play. That will stop everything. See what will be the verdict. The original line of scrimmage was at the 45-yard line. Face mask against Crockett. So the Duggar Cyclones will take it out to midfield. They'll put it at the 49-yard line. And they'll pick up, start over on the first down call here. Starting the clock back up, 2:25 to go. 7th grade game coming up next year. We'll take a quick break at the conclusion, recap the scoring, and say so long from Brown Children's Stadium. Van Huss, hands off near side, turns the corner. Stevens, he's got some room. 50, 45, breaks to the Crockett 40, 35, but Stevens down to the 33-yard line. 18-yard pickup, and Nate Stevens takes it from the Duggar 49 all the way down unofficially to the Crockett 33-yard line. 18-yard pickup for Nate Stevens, and bumped out of bounds by the Crockett defender, number 45, making a stop. First and 10, 33-yard line. Minute 53 to play in a football game. Here comes Duggar. The Cyclones on the move again. Smithdale working off left side. Jukes man trying to get outside. Nice tackle at the 35-yard line. Actually lose a yard or two as he worked off left side, juked the man forward. Progress down to the 34, and tackle made by 14 for Crockett. So they'll spot the football at the Crockett 34-yard line. Second down. Clock, a minute 26 to go. It is 36-6 Duggar. Van Huss hands off to Phelan. Phelan breaks the tackle. He'll fall forward down around the 32, 31-yard line. Clayton Phelan, following one of the big hogs up front, big 56. Cole Blackwell, the 8th grader, pulled him up off the ground, smacked him in the helmet, said good job. Down to a minute to play. Van Huss from the 31, hands off to Phelan, brought down to the backfield, and it's going to be a nice open field tackle for a loss back to the 35-yard line. Nice job by the Crockett young man. Give his props to number 12, making the stop as Phelan tried to run east to west and got pulled down for a loss back to the 35-yard line. So we're at 28 seconds to play in this football game. They're taking their sweet time to get out here with the formation. Damage is done, and Duggar's going to come out here with a very impressive win tonight against the Crockett Junior Pioneers. 23 seconds in the football game. A 4th down and about 3 or 4. Damage has been done. Rollins will punt it, and it kicks off side of his foot out of bounds. It won't matter. Down to, 6 seconds. My man John Oakley. I met a new man tonight. He got a beard and he's got long hair too. I like him. Like a couple old hippies up here running this thing. That's all right. They know they're in good hands, right? That's it. Oh, back in '74, I hung out with Leonard Skinner. Oh, yeah. The late, great Ronnie Van Zandt and Skinner. I was there with him in '74. Got to meet him. Oh, yeah. Toss sweep to 14, trying to end this thing. Cuts back up the middle and cuts back to the outside. You hear the buzzer, and that's the ball game. Duggar, with an impressive win tonight, puts themselves at 5-1 of the season. Final score as Duggar heads off to Libertyville next week with a big win. Final score, 36-6 over the Crockett Junior Pioneers out of Jonesboro, Tennessee. We'll come back and wrap this thing up, recap the scoring, and pack this puppy up and head to the barn right after this break. 36-6, Duggar wins it. You're listening to T.A. Duggar Cyclone Football.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here. With the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back at Brown Children's Stadium, final score, big win tonight, 36-6 the final to recap the scoring. 3:21 to go in the first quarter. Jake Roberts took a 12-yard pass from Dalton Mitchell, 6-0, and Blake Stewart had a 2-point conversion, 2-0 Cyclones, and never look back in this football game with no time left into the first quarter. Cade Russell and a quarterback keeper, 15-yard run, 2-point conversion failed, 14-0, and that's the end of your first quarter. In the second period, an interception set up the next score. Bryson Rollins, a 10-yard run, 2-point conversion. I'm not real sure who even got it. It was a total team effort. They just kind of lined up and just kind of did a power slam into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and that made it 22-0 at your halftime score. Duggar didn't stop there. Back right after the second half kickoff, 7:45 to go in the third quarter. Bryson Rollins, a 57-yard scamper. Cade Russell's 2-point run, 30-0 Duggar. 5:26 to go in the third quarter. Nate Stevens, a 49-yard pass, and backup quarterback Bryce Van Huss. Clayton Phelan with a 2-yard run, 38-0 Duggar. An Ethan Meyer interception sets up the next touch, or I shouldn't say sets it up, but ends the third quarter, 38-0, and the last score of the ball game. Crockett's number 14, nice run to avoid the shutout, 57-yard run, 2-point failed. That's your final score, 36-6 in favor of the Duggar Cyclones. So again, they now go to 5-1. They've lost to Fulton 27-0. They've won over Greenville 22-18. They beat John Sevier Middle School with 32-6. They beat Robinson Middle School with 36-8. They defeated Boone 59-6, and they defeated Crockett here tonight 36-6. 2 games left. They'll be at Liberty Bell next week in Johnson City, and back to Vance Junior High here on 8th grade night at Citizens Bank Stadium in 2 weeks. We'll be back to call that game for you, and probably may do the 7th grade game as well. 7th grade game coming up next. I want to say thanks to John Oakley helping me out up here tonight, and also our guest Jason Carter, Assistant Principal and Athletic Director, and Steve McCauley from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and his son, Daniel, as well. Out of time. We thank you for yours. Back in the saddle tomorrow. If you've not seen or heard our sports show, we do it every day from 11 to 1 right here where you are. TomTaylorSports.com or the Tom Taylor Sports Show on Facebook. Tomorrow we'll be at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City with a full line of guests. We talk football, basketball, whatever's going on, we talk about it from 11 to 1 tomorrow. Tomorrow's show will be, I want to make sure I got it right, we're eyeing towards the 600th show, and tomorrow will be number, 597. It'll be our 597th show tomorrow, Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. Until then, for Jason Carter, the athletic director, and my buddy John Oakley, this is Tom Taylor again telling you the final. Duggars for real. Duggar 36, Crockett 6 in middle school football. Till tomorrow from Chick-fil-A and The Crossings in North Johnson City, we say, so long, everybody.